Hey, it's Simon at Zenith, and we're going to talk about the Rolls-Royce V8 cartridge style filters that came on Rolls-Royce V8s from 1959 through 1976. Started with the Silver Cloud 2s and it finished with the Silver Shadow 2s. And we're dealing with two sets of parts with the oil filter, and I've kind of separated them out. These are the parts that you hope to find when you pull the old filter down. This is the metal washer, the spring, and the cup holder. And then these are the parts that should come with the new filter. These are the dowty washer, the flat rubber washer, and the cone rubber. Should also have a new crush washer that goes with your drain plug. We'll talk a little moment about drain plugs. Sometimes we get cars in for service and, we see this on the drain plug, chisel marks and plier marks and stuff. On Silver Shadows, you should have a toolkit in the car, and it should have one of these drain plug removal tools. If you don't, these are widely available online. I have them available at Zenith. I also remake the drain plugs if you need them. This is the filter bolt. We start with the filter bolt in a vise. And the first part we put on is the metal dowty washer, the metal rubber washer. It goes on first, followed by the filter housing, followed by the flat rubber washer, followed by the metal washer, then the spring, then the cup holder. That's how that will go together on the inside of the filter. We've also pre-oiled that cone filter, the last piece to go on there, because they tend to grip the bolt very hard. And then this is the cartridge V8 filter. It's British Filters Limited. This is the part number. These are the ones I recommend. There are lots of alternatives out there that will work too, but this is the best quality one that's available. This is how the filter should look. The filter should be able to work against the spring nice and free like this. So you know what yours should look like before it goes on the car. Alright guys, so this is part 2 of the Rolls-Royce V8 oil filter. This is a Silver Cloud V8, Silver Cloud 3. And we're staring up at the oil filter housing, and you can see our new rubber seal is in place. You want to get these in there nice and straight. You want to take a screwdriver and you want to firmly press everywhere and seat that seal. If you don't get it well seated and you don't get the filter on there nice and square, the filter will come off and you'll lose a lot of oil through that broken seal there. So some of the tricks are when you put the filter on there, make sure that the filter itself is sitting against the rubber washer at all times and not spinning against it. And make sure that it's sitting on there nice and square, because it can sit off to one side and or it can capture the aluminum housing. So just be real careful. I'm just saying this for novices, people who are trying to change the oil on these cars themselves. All right guys, so we're under this car and we're going to put the oil filter up underneath it. We've got the wheels turned all the way to the left. If you don't have them to the left, you're not going to be able to get the oil filter out. It's an important step. Probably while you're getting the bolt out, you need the wheels straight. As soon as the bolt comes out, you want to be able to turn the wheels to the left in order to get the filter out. Had people call me before, wonder how to get the filter out. That's how. So I'm going between the tie rod and the pitman arm, and I'm just feeding the filter up. I feel the bolt go in the threaded hole. and I'm just getting it started so it doesn't come crashing down on me. But what I'm doing now is just kind of looking up and making sure that the canister is going to go in nice and straight and against that rubber washer for the best seal possible, because again, this is critical. If we don't get a good mating here between the filter housing and the seal, I'm going to lose a lot of oil. Not letting the filter spin against the bolt either. I don't want it to saw through the filter. Now I can feel my filter housing has gone between the aluminum, and it's sitting in between. So now I'm looking for it to come to rest on the rubber seal. Just using hand pressure at this point, but most of you are probably going to want to switch over to a socket. What I have here is a 1/2-inch drive 7/8 universal socket. I'm going to straighten this out a little so I can get on. Now again, I've already seated the filter housing against the rubber, so now I'm just using hand pressure again. I can't turn that anymore. I'm going to switch over to a ratchet. And I'm going to finish putting this filter in place, just kind of using some wrist pressure with my 1/2-inch. I'm going to take that down, take a look up here, and yeah, I'm nice and central on that housing, and that's where I'm going to leave the filter. I've heard of different torque values thrown around. I just go until the bolt tells me it's tight. That might be different for some of you, but there's no more wiggle in the filter at all. And I've used kind of wrist pressure with a 1/2-inch drive ratchet to set the bolt in place. That's where I leave them. And we can pause there. So if you're working on a silver cloud, this is the oil drain plug here. This one's in nice condition, and no plier marks, no chisel marks, and we can see the new crush washer in place. Just wanted to show that for those of you who wanted to see. Okay, on the top side, this is where you're going to add the oil on the V8s. When you pop the cap, it should open towards you, and you can see here, this is the cork seal at the top of the oil filler neck, and down here you can see the PCV connection poking through the oil filler neck also, and that oil vapors get sent to be burned back through the engine. That's not an emissions thing. They just kind of figured out around this time that was the smart way to do it. It actually lowered combustion temperatures. These corks can degrade over time, and these are available. I'll probably do another video sometime if you guys want to see what it's like to replace these corks. Anyway, you can hear I gotta go. So this is Simon at Zenith Motor Company, and we'll speak to you later.